Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Blair and today I'm sharing a Sephora try-on haul with you. I was in Sephora a few days ago and I picked up a few things and I wanted to just sit down and try them all out for you on camera. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you like it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I post new videos every Wednesday and Friday. Let's go ahead and get into the video. The first thing that I got was I got another Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish Corrector, but this one is in the shade medium. I've used this before on my channel many times. A lot of you have probably seen me use it, but I originally got the shade Fair, and I use that all the time, but I've been really curious to try the medium shade because sometimes I feel like the Fair shade is a little too light for me, and I thought medium might work a little bit better. So we will try this today. So here's what it looks like. It's just obviously a little bit deeper than the Fair shade. I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger and I'm just going to dab that in with my ring finger. Oh yeah, this color is actually working really well for me. Look at that. Wow, yeah, I'm glad I got this. I remember when I ordered my first one, the first time I got this, I had a hard time deciding if I should get Fair or medium, and I went with the Fair, and I definitely can get away with it, but sometimes when my circles are particularly bad, the Fair can look a little bit too fair and not correct as much as I want. Wow. Yeah, that worked really well. Yay, I'm excited about that. I've talked about this corrector a bunch, so I won't go on and on about it, but this is a really great creamy corrector that's not drying, but it has a good bit of coverage. So if you have a lot of darkness under your eyes and you need a new corrector, the Magic Vanish from Charlotte Tilbury is awesome. I would highly, highly recommend it. So here is the Fair shade, and here is the medium shade. So there's not a huge difference, but you can definitely tell that the Fair is a good bit lighter and brighter. So if you have really fair skin, like more fair than me, I would definitely go with the Fair. Honestly, you could probably use a little bit of both. Like I used the medium, but then I could also take a little bit of the Fair shade and pop that right in the inner corner. I mean, look how much brighter under my eyes it looks. It's crazy. Yay. So I'm really excited that I got the medium shade in this now. Moving on to concealer. So I was in Sephora, and I've said this before, but I am a concealer junkie. A lot of you that watch probably know that I love to try concealer, and there is a concealer that I always feel like I'm missing out on because so many people love it, and I have actually tried it before, but I hated the color that I had before, and I'm wondering if that's why I didn't like it, so I decided to try it again. It's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I feel like I said in the past I didn't like this, but I feel like I'm missing something. I just feel like everyone loves this. So I got it again, and this time I got it in the shade Light 2.3 Madeleine. I'm not sure how you say that. So I'm going to try this again. Okay. So I think this concealer is supposed to be a medium coverage and kind of a natural finish, which I usually like. So I just have always felt like I'm missing something with this because I hear so many makeup artists talk about it. It gets the Allure Beauty Award. I mean, it's just a concealer I've always felt like, okay, I have to be missing something. Why do so many people love this and I can't seem to get it to work for me? So yesterday I was in Sephora, I was in the mood, so I bought it. I'm going to take my Sigma concealer blending brush and I'm going to start to kind of pat this in. So this shade is definitely a lot better for me. The shade I had before was really yellow. Like, it was so yellow, it looked like a banana almost. It was just way too much for me. This one does have some yellow in it, but it's definitely not as yellow as the other one. I think the shade I had before was Cafe Con Leche, and it was just way too yellow. Okay, so that color looks good actually. Yeah, that looks nice. Right now, it looks good. I don't know if it was the color before that I didn't like, but it looks very nice and radiant right now. And I don't know if it's the corrector underneath, because that is also a very creamy, radiant product. So I'm not sure, but it looks very hydrating right now. I'm impressed. So we'll see how it looks with the rest of the makeup, but I like it. For the face today, I decided to get the It Cosmetics CC cream in the illuminating version. So I have the original CC cream that I use all the time. It actually sits on my everyday makeup little organizer most of the time, and I really like it, but y'all know I love illuminating face products. So I decided to try the illuminating one in the shade Light. And I actually have tried this a long time ago, but I had the shade Fair Light and I hated that shade. For me, it was way too pink. So I really like Light in the original, so hopefully I will like it in the illuminating version. What I have found with this CC cream foundation, if you use too much of this, it does not look good. It does not look good, seriously. So the trick is to use a small amount, to use less than you think you need, and then if you want more, you can add more, but do not go in with a bunch of this because it is so thick, it starts to look cakey real fast. So don't do that. Use a small amount. I actually got a new brush, and it's another one of these Smashbox brushes. You guys have seen me use, I use the blurring foundation brush all the time from Smashbox. I love it. And actually these brushes you can only get at Macy's or Smashbox.com. I'm not sure why, but I was in Macy's yesterday and they had the Smashbox brushes there. I'd never actually seen them in person. I've only seen them online. So I got this one. This is the full coverage foundation brush. So it's a little bit angled. If you can see, it's very dense, but these brushes are so nice. And actually, I was just looking at the handle. I heard, my mom told me actually that she saw something that said it's nice that these brushes are marked to tell you where to hold them depending on the amount of coverage that you want. And I've never noticed. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see, but this says full, and then up here it says fullest. So you can hold it obviously closer to get more coverage, and the further you go back, the less coverage you get. But I think that's really cool. I'm actually gonna take this straight onto my brush. And I'm starting with this amount. That wasn't even a full pump. And typically what I do with this cream is kind of dot it. And then start to blend it in. like I was saying, what I have found every time I use these CC creams is because they're so thick, if you go in with a ton, it starts to look cakey. I mean, really, really cakey. So that's the trick, which means I know it has SPF 50, which is awesome, and I know a lot of people gravitate towards these CC creams because of the high SPF. The thing is though, if you use the amount of product you would need to get the benefit of SPF 50, it would not look good. It would not look good. You would have to, I want to say it's like 4 teaspoons you're supposed to use in order to get the SPF content that it has on the bottle. I want to say it's 4 teaspoons. I could be wrong about that, but trust me, you do not want to use 4 teaspoons of this product because it will not look good. Also, please ignore my hands. Okay, so I am not typically a self-tanner. I love it on other people, and I see it sometimes, people that obviously self-tan, and I think it looks great on them. I've never been able to do it and make it look good, and I've been experimenting with a new one that I actually really like, but last night I did it way too quickly and I was not careful, and this is what happens. You end up with splotchy parts, which is exactly what happens. So I'm gonna have to redo it, but please ignore the random splotches. Actually, it's worse on this arm. Anyway, I actually really like the new self-tanner, but I was not careful last night when I did it, and now it doesn't look so good. I'm so excited to try this next product. I got the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. What a name. Look at this packaging. I mean, I have been on the Pat McGrath train ever since I tried, or I don't have it sitting here, but the Skin Fetish Concealer. I have been loving that concealer. Loving it. I'm not kidding. So I decided to get the powder and try it out. I've seen so many YouTubers talking about this. Okay, maybe I'll just take this little like fluffy brush. You guys know that I a lot of times don't set my concealer, but if I could find a really good under eye setting powder, I would. I just don't want anything thick or cakey under my eyes. So I'm just gonna take ooh. Oh. Wow. Okay. I've seen it's supposed to be a blurring powder, and that did look, wow. Okay. Okay. I really think it is blurring. I'm not kidding. Oh. Wow. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it's taken me this long to try this. I've been seeing so many people talk about this powder. Wow. Okay, I really like that. And I never say that about powders for under my eyes. Oh. And I know I use the NARS concealer. I can't wait to try this with the Pat McGrath concealer. But wow, okay, I am very impressed by that. I'm actually gonna take a sponge real quick because I've also seen people doing this. And just kind of lightly tapping it in. The consistency of this definitely reminds me of the Hourglass powders. Wow. Okay, that looks really nice. Wow. Okay. I can't wait to try this with the Pat McGrath concealer. Let me know if you have tried this, because now I'm very intrigued. I know a lot of the reviews said that they didn't like the packaging of this. I'm not sure why. I guess it is a pretty small little package, but wow. Okay, I'm very impressed so far. So I went ahead and applied some bronzer. I used my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Nude Bronze Light. I didn't get a new bronzer in this haul, so I just went ahead and did that off camera, but I did get a new blush. And the blush that I got is the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow Blush, and I actually got one of these already in my Sephora haul a month or two ago for the VIB sale. I got this blush, but I got the coral shade because I could not get the pink one. The pink one was out of stock. I could not get it in stock on the sale, and I was in Sephora yesterday and they had one, and it was the pink one. I know it looks scary, but I'm pretty sure this is very sheer and buildable, and I don't know, this just speaks to me. It's so cute and tiny. So we're going to use this today, and I'm going to use it with my new, this is also a Smashbox brush. It's the Buildable Cheek Brush. So this brush is really nice and fluffy. So it should give you a pretty sheer blush application if you don't like super intense blush. You just like a sheer wash of color. So hopefully this works well with this blush. So let's try it out. So I got a little bit on my brush. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, this is very sheer. So it looks very scary in the pan, but it's not. It's definitely more of a sheer formula, because like this is, I'm just building it up lightly. Very pretty though. Very, very natural looking. Like you just blushed naturally from being hot or, you know, exercising, whatever. This color, oh gosh, yeah, this is pretty. Wow. See, it looks so scary in this little pan, but it's not. I'm pretty sure this blush is supposed to kind of adjust also to your natural pH or something. Oh, but that is so pretty. Okay, I need to stop. Don't overdo it, Blair. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. I don't want to go overboard, but that is really pretty and natural looking. Oh, I love it. Wow, I haven't disliked anything so far. Wow. Oh my gosh, I love this. Here is the peach one. This one, it's funny. They call it peach. It almost looks like an orange a little, but oh my gosh, this one is pretty too. So I'm going to take just a tiny bit of this one too, since they're so buildable. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm going to go overboard with the blush, but oh, that is so pretty. I love it. These, if you like very subtle, natural, that really pretty, just natural looking flush color, you would love these. Either of these, I love them both. And I know they look very intimidating, but as you can see, they're not. They are very sheer, but so, so pretty. So I love these from Dior. Moving on, I did fill in my brows, and now we're gonna move on to eyes. And I got the Sephora, this is one of the I Love palettes. And I've talked about this before. I have one of these already in light warm, but this is the medium cool shades. And I've seen a bunch of people using this and it always looks so good on them. So I'm going to use this today. These palettes are awesome. They're $14 and these are such good palettes for $14. Seriously, I love these. I love the one that I have already. And one of the main things I love about this is they give you the really large pan of the all over shade, which I really like, or you could use this as a highlight. You could use it as brow bone highlight, inner corner highlight, whatever you want. But I love that they give you this bigger pan of this shade. I think that's really smart. And they are $14. $14. So, so good. So I am just going to do something quick and easy today. I'm going to take the large pan here and put it all over my eye. I did apply a little bit of my NARS eyeshadow primer already. Now I'm going to take the first shade right here. It's the lightest cool tone brown. And I'm going to put this in my crease very lightly. I really wanted the cool tone palette, the medium cool, because I don't use as many cool tones in my videos as I do warm tones, so I thought it would be fun to use a cooler toned palette. So that color is really pretty, and I'm using my BK Beauty 202 brush for this step. And I'm just very lightly going right above where I can feel the crease of my eye. Now I'm taking just a little more of that shade with this Morphe 505, no, Morphe 504. And I'm just going to add a little bit more of this. I'm going to take that next brown shade, this one right here, one in the middle, and that more pointed brush. And I'm going to lightly kind of tap this on my outer corner here. And kind of round it over into the crease. This is a tapered brush, so it doesn't deposit a ton of color either. It's kind of a taller, skinnier brush. And I'm basically using the very tip of the brush to deposit this color. I'm going to take a smaller brush now and go in with a tiny bit of the really dark, this is almost a grayish brown. It's a cool tone brown, but it kind of has a gray undertone. Taking just a little bit of that on a BK Beauty 203. Basically just stamping this right at the outer corner. And kind of flicking my brush up just a little. Since this color is pretty dark, you don't want to, again, you don't want to go in with too much, because if you do that, it's going to be really hard to fix it if you don't like how it looks. So now I'm just going to take a really large fluffy brush and lightly blend this. And I'm barely touching my eye with this. I'm holding my brush so far out so that nothing, I'm not going in very hard with it basically. I'm just very lightly blending everything. My last step is I'm just going to take the light shimmer shade right here and we're going to put that on our lid. Look at that, and I'm just using my finger. How pretty is that? Oh. Telling you, these shadows are so nice. So, so nice. For the lower lash line, I'm just going to go in with that first shade. We use the light brown. And I'll just take a tiny, tiny bit of this along the lash line. I'll probably just keep it towards the outer corner. Not going to bring it all the way in. I'm going to apply some mascara and then I'll be back and we will finish up with the lips. Last but not least, we're going to do the lips, and I did get 2 new lip products. The first thing I got is from Pat McGrath, and it's the Permagel Ultra Lip Pencil. And this one, I've been wanting this shade for a little while, but it was on Sephora and then it sold out, and I think they took the color off the website because I couldn't even find it when I went to check, but I found it in store yesterday. And I've never tried a Pat McGrath lip liner, so I am excited. This looks like a really pretty nude pink, of course, my favorite. And I got this because I saw Nick Chapman on Instagram using this color, and it looks so good on her, so I had to have it. And then I found it in Sephora yesterday. The consistency of this kind of reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheats. Ooh. Wow, that is a pretty color, typical color. It's nothing crazy. It's the kind of color I always choose, but this formula is really nice. Yep, I like this for sure, and I'm not surprised. Clearly, I'm on a Pat McGrath kick right now. I'm just loving her stuff, and I love that this does actually come with its own sharpener, so that's kind of cool. Love this so far. Very creamy. Love this color. Would it be a Sephora haul video without a new Charlotte Tilbury lipstick? I don't think so. So I got this. It's another one of her hot lips too, and this one is in the shade Glowing Gin. So this one's been on my wish list for quite a while because of the color, but also because of the packaging. Oh, this might be my favorite Hot Lips 2 package. It's the cheetah print, but how pretty. Even the boxes, like look at this little box. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, so this shade is a little bit deeper than what I typically use. Oh gosh. Oh, I bet it's gonna look good with this lip liner though. Oh, so pretty. I'm just, as we all know, I'm obsessed with these. Well, I love Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks anyway, but the Hot Lips lipsticks, these Hot Lips 2 in particular, I just... Look at that color. Oh! A little bit deeper than I normally go, but I love it. I love it. Okay, so this is the finished look, and I gotta say, I like all of these products. I like everything based on my first impression. I am very excited about this haul, so let's just kind of do a quick run through of these products. So the Corrector, I already knew I loved this. I just wasn't sure how the medium color was gonna work, but this worked really well for me. So if you are trying to pick a color and you're similar skin tone to me, I might go with the medium. It worked really good, really great for me. Okay, the concealer, I'm wondering if the reason I hated this before is because I hated the color I had, because right now the concealer looks nice. It is not creasy, it's not cakey looking. It's not, I don't know, but I'm liking it. And I'm wondering, maybe I've solved the mystery with this one. Let me know if you like this concealer down below. I feel like pretty much everybody has tried this, or it seems like everybody has tried it. I don't know, but as of right now, I'm excited about this. I'm going to continue to use it, and I will keep you guys updated. The CC cream, love. Obviously, my face is very glowy, which I personally really like. If you don't like a glowy finish, I would probably go with the original. They do have the matte version as well, but for me, if it were me, I would go with the original if you don't want the illuminating one. But I love how this looks, so I will definitely continue to wear this. The blush, I love it. I'm not kidding. These, the one I already had and the pinky one, these are so good. I honestly think they have changed colors a little bit since they've been on my face. It's kind of hot in this room that I'm filming in, so I feel like they've kind of melded with my natural flush color. I don't know, but I love these. If you can get your hands on these, they go out of stock a lot online. But if you can and you're wanting a new blush to try out, I would definitely recommend these from Dior. The eye palette, love. I knew I would because I have the light warm color already and I love that one. If you need a good palette and don't want to spend a lot of money, go get yourself one of these I Love palettes or order it online. If you're not going to the stores right now, I love this palette. The under eye powder, as of now, I'm going to keep playing around with it. Obviously, this is the first time I tried it. As of right now, it looks really good. I see nothing I don't like about this. So I am very curious to try this with the Pat McGrath concealer. I will do that and I will update you guys in another video. But so far, really liking the Pat McGrath powder. And last but not least, I love the lip combo. This pencil, very nice, very creamy. I love this color. Again, this color is Undone is the name of it. I don't know, maybe this color is being discontinued or something. I just couldn't find this online, but really love it. And obviously, I love Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips too, and I love this color, Glowing Gen. So I hope this was fun. I love, obviously, Sephora hauls, and I love TryOn Sephora hauls even more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've tried any of these products in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. See you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.